So, starter bike. I started on a Ninja 250. It was a great bike as a first bike. Most people would say it's lacking in power, which in fact it may be for advanced riders, but for a beginner it's perfect. For a beginning, a Ninja 250 I believe is a great starter bike. There are some new starter bikes, some more starter bikes out there now. There's a CBR 250, Ninja 300 now, which is superior to the 250, and I would recommend getting that. Looks better, got a little more power, a little bit. Some other nice features. What else is there? It's a good starter bike. If you want a little more power, the Ninja 650 is not a bad choice. Definitely a good bike. It's got a little bit more power, so as a beginner you should take it easy. Don't go too crazy. You can still pop that front wheel up. As a matter of fact, I had a Ninja 650, and that's the first bike I ever actually did a wheelie on. I could do, or I tried to do, first gear wheelies, and I managed to do it a little bit. I'm not very good at wheelies. I've never done it with this bike. I'll do it eventually, I'm sure, but you know, practice. But I also want to be careful. I don't want to hurt myself. Anyway, what else is a good starter bike? The SV650, great starter bike. They don't make those anymore. They make the Suzuki Gladius now. I'm pretty sure those are still in production or back in production or what have you. But you find used ones, and the used bike is probably recommended for when you start off, because you'll probably lay it over, get some scratches on it. You know, you're not going to keep it mint forever. What else is a good starter bike? I don't know. I think those are not very many starter bikes, but those are some of the good ones. There are some other good bikes that are a little less powered, a little lighter on the power, which could potentially be good starter bikes. But I would go small. I wouldn't necessarily start off on a crazy 1000cc Super Sport, or even 600. 600 is pretty fast. You'd be surprised. You'd scare yourself very easily. They are good bikes, amazing bikes, but probably not best for a beginner. I started on a 250, like I said, then I moved on to a 650, and now I'm on a 600. So I did a pretty progressive scaling up in power. I'll probably eventually get a 1000, but I don't see it absolutely necessary. As far as power is concerned, the 600 is plenty powerful. Wouldn't mind a little bit more torque, so that way I could be lazier with shifting and stuff like that. But like I said, not necessary to have that much power unless you want to be lazy. Anyway, what do you guys think? Good starter bikes. Oh, and I heard Yamaha is making a new bike. I think they're called, I don't know what it is, an R3 or something. I haven't heard too much about it yet, but Space Pod was talking about it in one of his vlogs, bringing in the smaller sport bikes. A lot of the companies are trying to get smaller bikes out to compete. Hopefully the small sport bike segment really starts to explode, and I like small sport bikes. I loved my 250, was so light and agile. It lacked in sporting characteristics, but a little bit, but it was great fun. It was very light, very agile. You could push that thing and it was so light under you, you had no issue. And you could go on the freeway with it just fine, contrary to popular belief. I went on the freeway with mine on the 3-lane interstate for like an 80-mile ride or something. I was doing a consistent, what was I doing? At least 60, probably 65 miles an hour the whole time. Granted, passing power was limited, but what do you expect? More bikers nodding. I'm a little busy with my clutch, but I always give the wave. Anyway, what do you guys think? Good starter bikes. Let me know. Post them in the comments. Like, subscribe. And we'll see you guys later.